welcome back! Do you like my makeup? I decided to be a zombie today for this review because today I will be talking about The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey, which is a book about the aftermath of a zombie apocalypse. You wouldn't have thought that that's what this book is about from the title, now would you? But nonetheless, in this post-apocalyptic world, we're introduced to Melanie, who is a young girl who's very smart, very special, and lives in what seems to be a combination of jail and school. Now, I know that for a lot of you, it's the same thing, but here it's a little bit strange, because Melanie lives pretty much her entire life in a cell, except when she studies with her classmates, but they're all tied up. There are people with guns pointing at them, afraid that they will bite them. And then something happens which sends a group of protagonists, Melanie among them, to this journey of survival in the outside world where zombies are, or hungries as they are called in this book, are roaming around, but they are not the only danger. I will start by saying that despite the makeup, I don't like zombies. I don't like zombie-related things. I find them gory and disgusting, and I don't like gory and disgusting and gross stuff. But I also think that creating a zombie book is pretty interesting because I think that usually the appeal with zombies is this visual effect that you obviously don't have in books. It's this action and, you know, zombies and blood and all of this gory stuff, and I can't really think of many zombie books. I mean, there's this one, there's World War Z and Pride, Prejudice and Zombies, and can you think of another one? I mean, there's Frankenstein, but it's not like a classic really zombie book. And I do think that if you do like that kind of zombie concept, you know, the action shooting zombies, blood spraying everywhere, stick to movies. But I really liked this book. I thought it was very interesting and very clever because as much as it's about zombies or hungries, it's more about what would we do in the case of the apocalypse. Like books like The Mist by Stephen King and The Road by Cormac McCarthy, it presents a question: what would humans do if they would need to struggle to survive? Because many of the characters in this book represent different kind of answers to this question. I mean, one person represents the humanitarian point of view, who still sees zombies as ex-people. We should preserve the humanity inside us. We should rebuild the human race. We should not resort to barbarism in order to survive. Another person represents a more militant point of view that just see the goal ahead, which is to reach the place that they want to reach with as little casualties as possible. And the third point of view is a more scientific point of view, just sees the science, don't care about people or feelings, and this kind of perspective will not be afraid to resort to harming other people, but for the greater good, for example, in order to find a cure. And maybe that sounds stereotypical, and you know, there kind of are, but I don't think that subtracts from the book. I still find it very, very interesting, and this kind of concept was represented very well. But don't worry guys, you will get your zombie action moments, because I don't think it's possible to create anything zombie related without this one scene where the protagonists have to go from point A to point B, and in the middle there are tons of zombies and they have to find a way through. Don't worry, it's there. And now a little bit about the writing and structure. I really liked the amount of science that was in the book. I was really impressed. They really made an effort to explain this virus that creates the zombies and what it does and how it's being spread, etc. So that was really impressive. I also liked how you learn little by little about this world. It's not just being explained at the beginning. It takes you a while to really get what's going on in this world of aftermath of zombie apocalypse. Another thing that I liked was the point of view. Even though it's always third-person narration, it has different points of view. Each scene has a different main character, it focuses on a different person, but the language is really different. I mean, different characters refer to the same character in different names, they talk differently, and I just found it really nice that each scene have a different kind of personality. It's nothing really innovative or new, but it was still very nice, and my favorite point of view was Melanie's, because everything is new to her. She doesn't really know the world, and the words that she used to describe things are words from her knowledge and her world, and even though she described things that we know the real words for, we kind of get what she means, but she's using different words, and I just thought it was very nice. As for complaints, I don't really have any. I was not too crazy about the ending, but come on, it's pretty much the end of humanity. No ending could have been really happy and bubbly, and I gave it some thought, and as much as I don't like the conclusion that they reach to, and obviously I'm not going to spoil it for you, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the ending, but as much as I didn't like what they're doing at the end, I tried to think of a better solution and couldn't, so who am I to complain? So that's it for my review. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel if you dare. And also don't forget that I have other social media. I have Twitter and Instagram, and I'll link my accounts down below so you can go and check it out. Also, comment down below and tell me, where would you be and what would you do in the zombie apocalypse? My husband and I thought about it, and we're pretty much set. We realized that our little town is actually perfect against zombie attack, and we will take shelter in this big supermarket near our apartment that has really big secure doors, and it's a supermarket though, so there will be supply there. So we're set, but what about you? Are you prepared for a zombie apocalypse? Anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a nice zombie-free day, and until next time, bye-bye.